Mark Pelton.
At Schumacher Farm. And so I had a couple questions. Do you know how to chicken wrangle?
I do not, but we have an expert here today that does.
Cool. And then what got you into this job?
Well, I've lived in Wanakee for 32 years, and I have a friend that was involved at Schumacher Farm, and she asked me to get involved. So that's how I got started.
Okay, and then what's your favorite memory here?
I think the sunsets, they're beautiful because we're high, and when you look to the west and the sun's going down, it's very beautiful.
Cool. And then what's your favorite part of the farm?
I think bringing people together to experience what farming life was like in the 20s and 30s, experiencing history, making connections with people. There's a lot of great volunteers that are involved here, and it's fun to get to know them and work with them.
Yeah, great. And then what makes this so important to you?
It preserves a piece of history in Dane County. A lot of people, especially young people, don't realize Dane County was basically an agricultural area. People made their living by farming, and this preserves that aspect of our history.
Cool. And then last question, what do you do at this job? Because I know you're the president of this. What do you do?
Yeah, so I am the president of Friends of Schumacher Farm, and this is a group of people that run the programs here, and we have various events that we put on during the year. Heritage Fest is our big one that's coming up in September. And we have a number of different programs. We have a naturalist on staff that does nature tours of the prairie. We have lots of fun activities for kids and adults here.
Cool. So this is Kaden signing off from Kids 4 TV.
I'm Jordan from Kids 4 TV, and today I am interviewing Mark.
Hello.
So Mark, how did you get involved with Schumacher Farm?
So a friend asked me to come up and start volunteering. I helped out with our music fest 3 years ago, and then I did some volunteering after that, and then eventually I was asked to join the board here, and we run the programs here.
So what are your responsibilities around the program?
So we have a monthly board meeting. There are 5 people on the board, and we plan the activities and the programs that we offer on the farm.
Nice. And do you farm? Is this an actual running farm here?
Yes and no. This year we have some wheat that's growing outside, and I can show you where that is later. And next to that we have some sweet corn, and next to that we have pumpkins. So the wheat we use during Harvest Fest or Heritage Fest, and we actually bundle the wheat and we run it through a threshing machine, a 100-year-old threshing machine that's run by a steam engine, and that separates the wheat from the chaff.
Cool, because I saw some corn outside.
Yes.
So, and how do you harvest all of this? Do you do it with that?
Sometimes we use modern equipment. Like the sweet corn, I think we'll harvest with modern equipment. But I believe the wheat will harvest with 100-year-old equipment that was used 100 years ago here on the property.
Like the scythe?
No mechanical. We could use the scythe, but normally we use mechanical pieces of equipment. Some of which you'll see outside around when we give you a tour.
Cool. This is Jordan signing off.
And then you can see the sweet corn just beyond that, and then on the other side of the sweet corn are the pumpkins, which we'll give away at Halloween. Some of that is ready to pick. How does it look? break one of these off. Want to hold that? Let's see what we got here.
Oh, it's skinny.
Yeah.
Feel it?
Sure, go ahead. Pass it around.
Yeah, we're gonna have a pumpkin patch.
Yep.
Halloween.
Yep.
Halloween will be spectacular. They're Wisconsin Concord grapes, and so they're trimmed differently than wine grapes. But they're a little sour. These are Wisconsin Concords, so it's a kind of a sour variety that is that you need sugar to make it more palatable. And so we've been giving them to the chickens, and people have been making jams with them. But we've got a bountiful crop this year, so the chickens are going to get more than they need, and so we'll probably get some jelly out of this jelly. And then when we have Heritage Fest, we also donate the excess to the animals that come up. This Liatris is an extremely popular plant among monarch butterflies, and sometimes we'll have 3 or 4 Liatris, and they'll have just as many monarchs as we have, which is 10 to 15. We'll have them on the Liatris. This is our strawberry garden, and then we have a herb garden over here. There's some herbs, and we have asparagus, and then we have raspberries. It's been a hard year for watermelon. Watermelon should obviously be bigger than that, but it was planted a little late. And then obviously you see our herbs there, thyme and chives. And I believe that's another lavender over there that's not doing so well, but next to it I believe is sage. And we have peppers. We have some peppers. And
Dill.
Yep, and there's dill, and these are marigolds. And marigolds are to decrease the gophers from eating our produce. And then obviously we have hollyhock. Obviously we have some sunflowers. This is cucumbers. As you can see, there's cucumbers. And the cucumbers grew up in the the cucumbers grew up into the bean row. And then this is and you can see the milkweed is part of our monarch restoration program. We still use the milkweed. We still promote milkweed for the monarchs. Tomatoes. And there are some onions left over there. There's a few onions left. They've been harvested, but there's still a few left. And then our garlic has already been harvested because it got so nice and big. And then obviously our sunflowers over there in the corner. And then the best thing that we've ever had as far as lettuce goes, this is our lettuce garden, and it was extremely successful this year, thanks to Sam. And Sam will tell us about the lettuce.
There's not much about the lettuce. The trick with lettuce is just to plant a lot of it and a lot of different varieties pretty densely. As you can see, it's kind of gone to bolt because we haven't been able to eat it fast enough. We've been harvesting a ton, and I think Steve mentioned we donated a bunch of it to like a local food shelter as well, and we still have a ton. So I've brought a couple of baggies with me, and people can bring home a bunch, all they'd like. And between these and some nasturtium, we've got salads going.
Hello, I'm here at Schumacher Farm Park, and I'm here to ask some questions today. Is it hard to wrangle chickens?
It can be. It depends on the situation, but it can be very easy, and it can go to very difficult. I've had both of those experiences, many of those experiences.
Okay. What do you do as a chicken wrangler?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Well, we monitor them and we feed them, and we let them out and get exercise and eat vegetables, because they don't get a chance to eat a lot of vegetables, as you can see from their environment. So one of the biggest things we do that's very important for them is getting them out free range a little bit and get some vegetables like that grass. They love alfalfa, and they love obviously other plants as treats. So that's one of our big things, is letting them out and then replacing their water daily. And then after they've been out and gotten some vegetables and you've given them some treats, we collect their eggs and then we wrangle them back in. So that's what we do. That's in a nutshell.
What are your responsibilities as like?
I'm personally head chicken wrangler. We schedule and we organize, and then we, if anybody's having any issues or problems, we kind of solve that. And scheduling problems, people want to take vacations or have other things, or the issues come up. We've lost some chickens in the past, so we want to be able to coordinate with our rancher that donates these chickens to us. Out of the goodness of their hearts, they give us their chickens, and then we get to reap the benefits of caring for their chickens and then giving them back, and we get to keep the eggs. So they're very, very generous. Paul and Karen Hillenbrandt are very generous.
All right. This is Henry signing off.
Shouldn't have interviewed the chickens. Oh, they're not trying to come in outside.
She is very soft, isn't she? Will she pick us? Maybe not really. She's not here. But it was one of her children that
Who's the father?
the dad last year was a different rooster. He was let's see, what was he? He was a Welsummer, so he looked different. If you hold it flat for her in your hand, she'll actually get it a little easier.
Howdy folks, I'm Ellie interviewing Sam the chicken wrangler. First question, how long have you been a chicken wrangler?
I have been a chicken wrangler here for 2 years.
Interesting. Is this your dream job? If not, what is?
It probably is. I really love chickens. I first got involved in the program because I wanted to own my own, and I really wanted to start learning about them, so I did a bunch of research in books, and then I wanted to get some hands-on training, so I came here to volunteer, and I really love it. So it is kind of actually a dream job for me.
Cool. Do you like eggs? If you do, how do you like them?
I do like eggs. I typically will eat them soft-boiled in like ramen, like soup, which is really good if you haven't had it. And I mean, these ones produce really amazing tasting eggs because they're very small groups and they're well taken care of, so they taste really amazing. You can really tell, so they're very good.
Yeah, I like mine scrambled and hard-boiled. All right, and then next question, who's your favorite chicken? You can hold it.
Oh goodness, Apollo. So this boy right here, we've named him Apollo because he's really bright and yellow and orange like the sun god Apollo. I really love him. He's a sweet boy. He protects all of the other hens from danger. So if I go in and try to pick one up, he gets mad at me. And he's got quite a personality, and he's a very sweet boy.
Yeah. And then, why do you enjoy chicken wrangling?
I really like their personalities and just how full of energy and surprise they are. You are never going to be bored trying to catch or be around a chicken. They're always going to find some odd thing to surprise you with, be it jumping or hiding into a location you haven't seen them before, or just making new noises. They're very fun.
What's your favorite animal?
Penguins. Specifically African penguins, the kind we have at the Henry Vilas Zoo.
Yeah, I've seen those. They are pretty cute. And now, this is the hardest question. Will you do a chicken dance with a chicken?
I can try. I will do a chicken dance, but whether or not I can do it while holding one is...
You cannot hold it. You don't have to hold it. You can just do it near or outside or whatever. So.
Will you do it with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the microphone. And then, all right.
You don't have to do it. Okay.
All right.